Hello Moos, describing something with only one word is a hard task. Especially if that something is as subjective as music. But even with that, I tried to describe Mamamoo's solo discographies with just one word. Here's what I came up with. The word I choose to describe Solar's solo discography is confident. Solar is a confident woman. She doesn't back down from hardships, always challenges herself, and is amazingly genuine while doing so. I can feel this confidence in her songs. Her first title track, Spit It Out, was literally about spitting out your passion. She also, despite everyone around her saying no, portrayed herself as bold for the MV. Taking a look at the lyrics, you'll see that confidence is present there also. I'm not saying she doesn't cringe at herself after doing something embarrassing. She was lovingly described as an interesting existence by wheein after all, but no matter what she feels, she pushes through. I admire that a lot about her, and no wonder this is part of her songs as well. She unashamedly wrote a song about liking big butts and wanting one for herself. Honey also shows her confidence and desire to push herself with bright and bold colors, as well as having a rap part. She, as a vocalist, had a rap part in the title track of her first mini album. If that doesn't show confidence, I don't know what does. The word I choose to describe Moonbyul's solo discography is varied. The first thing you need to know about Moonbyul is, don't put her in a box. You'll quickly find out she doesn't fit them. Moonbyul is such a multi-layered artist that her solo songs reflect this too. Who else has songs as sorrowful as Absence and the, as soft and warm as My Moon, as happy and upbeat as G999 and Sit, as intense and cool as Moonmovie and Eclipse, as meaningful as Shutdown, Love, and Hate, and Illudo? I can go on, but you get my point. I can't predict what her next song will sound like. In the same way, I couldn't have predicted the usual way she mixes different kinds of expression, styles, and emotions in her work as a whole, not just music. When I first became a moo, you just need to listen to a few random songs of hers to understand how she is more than just a rapper, more than just a girl crush, and can absolutely excel at any concept and sound. Not only with the singing but as well as the writing. She has written lyrics for such different sounds throughout her career, it's no wonder she has a discography this varied. The word I choose to describe wheein's solo discography is elegant. No matter the concept, I always get this feeling of elegance from her work. Whether it is the cool lights with the city feel of Easy or the fairy tale like world of Make Me Happy, there's always a charm to her. We already know she is an excellent singer and dancer, but she is also an excellent storyteller too. She is definitely involved in the creation of her songs, MV, and album, and that's why the emotions Goodbye Makes Me Feel seems so real. Yet even with the most heartbreaking themes, she still looks and sounds so aesthetic and pleasing. wheein always has this grace. After all, you can't write grace without taste. Like, she excels at everything she does, and her creations always come out so perfect and beautiful. She executes the chores for her songs incredibly well. Her live stages and acoustic performances are always a treat, and I feel like she can perform anywhere anytime perfectly. Like, she is sure of her capabilities and knows she'll succeed in them, and this presents itself as an ever-present elegance. Watercolor also, the MV looks so elegant. I think you get what I mean. The word I choose to describe hwasa's solo discography is intimate. With hwasa, I always feel like she is singing to my ears and heart directly. This comes from both the way she sings as well as the themes and lyrics of her songs. Maria, LMM and Imabe feel so personal in a way that they seem so raw, so real. hwasa tells us how she's feeling with these songs. Twit feels like a very real relationship experience one could go through, with lyrics that hit close to home. Songs such as Bless You, FOMO, wheein and The Fall all feel like her sharing the very private thoughts she had in her head, rearranged to a beautiful song for us to hear. hwasa has songwriting credits on a lot of her songs, and seeing that proves to me that her solo work comes from within herself. Her voice is also most of the time full of emotion. I'm not educated in singing, but I think you can understand what I mean. It's almost more whispery, like it's coming from the bottom of her heart. Her MVs are also intimate. Become is just of her walking around with profound lyrics. Maria literally is a song to herself and has her being found dead in the MV, and LMM has her being shot with an arrow she fired. Now my question for you is, what are your 4 words to describe their solo discography? If you have an answer, write it and explain yourselves too. Is there a word you'd use to describe Mamamoo discography as a whole? Take care, moos.